Hey everybody. So I know that right now this probably looks awfully strange because you have two of me. So my camera does not want to play friends with my computer. So right now I have the one that you're seeing on your left-hand side is my laptop, and the other one is on my phone. So if I pull this down, so what I want to know is which view is going to be better. I feel like the laptop is closer, so you guys will be able to see better. However, the phone is a little bit like clearer screen. So like you, I know, right? I'm having myself as a guest. So you guys let me know if you think I should stick to the laptop, which is the one right here. Let me. This one is the phone. The laptop. Okay. Yeah, I think so too. And for some reason, I can't like tip. I can't tip the phone. Muted. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Hold on. Okay, how about now? Great. Okay, so the funny thing about this is if you guys saw my Kaleidos palette um, review, and I was talking about I don't know what I'm gonna do with this box to this palette. Guess what my laptop is sitting on right now? That box. So I'm gonna grab out my phone here because I was so busy trying to get my camera to work that I didn't actually get to see what won in the story. So we will do that right now. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good, let's see, this is Sunday night. Um, it's been a weird one. I don't know if it's my camera, if it's cables. We'll figure it out by the next one. But we're all just going to sit and play with each other. So, you know, we will just we'll just do this kind of like old school YouTube. This is going to bring me back to like when, you know, people would sit on the floor and talk about makeup. I know, a purpose for the box. Okay. So I need some water. So if you guys weren't aware of what we're going to be doing tonight, I'm very excited. We are going to be doing two little fun things. We're going to be doing a palette bingo, and we are also going to be doing an Instagram chooses my makeup. So this is going to be great. I'm going to maybe see if I should like turn down, hold on, the light just a little bit. This is like the most low rent live ever. Okay, there we go. I'm like, I've got this dewy glow. Let's fluff the pony. We'll feel a little better that way. Use the box under your laptop too. That's awesome. Okay, so honestly, I was really surprised, you guys, when I put up the poll about the palette. I thought everybody would be like kind of bored, not bored, but maybe everybody thought that they'd seen enough of Kaleidos. Like, okay, we've seen all the Club Nebula palette looks that could possibly happen, and I guess not. So here we are. It was an astounding 71% to 29% for the Club Nebula. So that was pretty impressive. So I guess you guys are all still here for that. So that is what we're going to start out with because I probably want to do that before we go on to the face. So we will go ahead and get that started. What's everybody been up to for their Sunday? Aileen, you say never enough. Like, oh, how did I turn Rupee's comment on? Like from way long time ago. You say never enough, but like I don't feel like you really wear a lot. Well, you're getting better about wearing your color, but you're just enjoying the like living vicariously through other people part of that palette. So we're gonna go in and I'm gonna choose a random picker so we can get this bingo started. So let's see here. We are going to take everybody off here. Sorry guys. My like or not internet, but like technical issues definitely took up a lot more time. I was going to have the random picker wheel all set up. Name wheel. So what we'll do is I'm just going to put 1 through 15 on this wheel, and we'll just go with that. Now, secretly, I'm hoping, well, not so secretly, that I pick that blue shade, because that's the one shade in my 3 looks that I didn't actually like put into my 3 looks. I thought I got every single shade and I didn't. So I'm hoping that I get that one. Other than that, I am a-okay with getting any of these. So let me grab the palette here. Everything is spread out around the floor because I didn't have the time to grab everything. This is going to be like a total hot mess night, but it's all good. All right. So if you've been living under a rock for the last like month and you haven't seen this palette, this is going to be what we're working with. This is the Kaleidos Club Nebula. Again, I did 3 looks on my channel in one of my last videos, and I have just been adoring this. So this is what we are working with. Yeah, so I agree. So this palette box is really pretty. It's just that it's so extra, and I was like, man, I just don't know, like, I just don't know what I'm gonna do with it. So I was actually gonna see like if Jeremy wanted to like store some stuff in it. He's one that likes to have a few boxes around for things, but I might end up finding something to put in it. Somebody had recommended nail polish. I think it was Rupee, but I have way more nail polish than what could fit into that box. So that probably isn't going to work out. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to pick the shades first, and then we will go through, and I'm going to put on eye primer so that I have like a minute to think of what I'm going to do. It'll give me like a little bit of a stall. Okay. So we have on my phone here, shades 1 through 15. We're just going to go across the palette in rows. The last time I did this, the one shade that I said I didn't want is the one that I got. All right, so we have shade 10. Is it going to celebrate for us? There we go. We have shade 10, which is going to be Cylon. So this pretty purple shade. I am in love with that shade, so I'm definitely not going to be worried about that. So Cylon. And then the nerves. I think this is such a good thing to do. Like if you guys are like in a rut, please do palette bingo with yourself at home, because it just really like makes you push yourself out of your box of what you maybe normally choose for a look. So then we have shade 12. Ooh, that's going to be Nova. That's the really light. I'm not sure if this is a duochrome or a multi-chrome. I think it's one of the multis. Yeah. So far, I think we have a good set here. Now, the one thing about this palette is, honestly, I don't think that there's anything in here that you couldn't make work together. I probably shouldn't have said that till I picked all my shades, but I really think that these all can work really well. Like I've not had anything where I'm like, ooh, that doesn't really go together. All right, so we have shade 7. This is going to be a good one. This is Naru. That's that matte shade. Now, I did say in my review that I wish that it was a little bit closer to neutral. I think on most people, it's definitely pulling up a lot more like plummy. And in the description, it does say that it does have a bit of plum. So, but I just wish it was like a little bit more neutral, but we will work with that. So far, it's totally going to go with what we have picked. So yeah, you really like Rock Hopper. I like that shade. It is like that good, like smoky purple shade. All right, we have number 1 next. You guys can't see that. I don't even know what I'm showing you. I'm gonna laugh because this is Firefly. This is the shade that I somehow used in every single look. Like I was like, I grabbed that for every single look. So far we have Firefly, we have Cylon, Nova, Naru. 1, 2, 3, 4. One last one. I can count to 5. I'm feeling so happy. All right. Ooh, 5 or 6, 5 or 6. Okay, and we have 6. Ooh, I get 2 shimmers. That makes me happy. So then we have You're My Only Hope. So that is that beautiful like lavender shifty shade. So that's going to be what we're working with. I tried to wear something that would go with whatever, because I was a little worried, you know, with doing this whole like Instagram chooses the other products that I'm wearing, I didn't know where I would be going with this. So I was hoping that everything would match, and hopefully we did okay. So, hey Liz, thanks for hopping on. So we will go ahead and get that started. I'm going to throw on some eye primer. Whew, am I sweaty? Am I sweaty? I'm glowy, but I think that's still for my moisturizer. All right, so I think we'll just go with the good old standby, go through with our Urban Decay Eden. I think this is what I used for all of my looks. Thanks, Aileen. You like this shirt? This is American Eagle, maybe like 2 years ago. See, what happens is like Jeremy likes jeans from American Eagle, and I go in to like either pick up his jeans or return a pair that he didn't love, and then I end up like purchasing more things on the clearance. So I think I got this one. Actually, I got one this color. I think I got this color in the store, and then I found it in another color at our local like resale shop. Like, I don't know if you guys have Plato's Closets. I don't know if it's like a regional thing or what, but I found it at Plato's Closet. But what killed me is I actually got it cheaper in the American Eagle sale new than I did like a year old at Plato's Closet. But I loved it so much. So I have it in like an kind of like an oatmeal shade. So we'll just lay this down. So did all of you vote for what we're going to be working with tonight? I was really surprised as things shifted today. Like, there was one, I think it was maybe the foundation, that was really, really close. So I was really interested to see. I am a little bit bummed though, because I wanted the one thing that I was disappointed that you guys didn't vote for is the blush, because I really wanted to try out that MAC blush because I haven't tried it yet. So, hey Christy, thanks for hopping on. So I really wanted to give that a go, but it's all right. It's not like I can't wear makeup other days. All right, so we got a little eye primer down. I'm sorry that the lighting and everything is not going to be great quality, but we'll still get to play a little bit. Now, you guys know me, I definitely want to set a little bit, just probably above the crease. So I'm just going to take some of this One Size translucent setting powder and pop that above the crease. So the other palette that I had put in to the voting for tonight was the Ace Beauty Nostalgia palette, because I got that in my BoxyCharm. And I was like, ooh, that would be a really fun one to work with, because the colors are like across the board, and a little bit like more neon than what's in Club Nebula. So I thought that would be kind of interesting, but we're going with Club Nebula. So maybe I will be doing a look on Instagram with the nostalgia palette. So I don't know where we're going to go with this, but I always feel like the best way to start is with a little bit of a matte so we can lay that down. All right, so I'm going to go into Naru. That is this one here. Ava, you got the nostalgia palette, or you got the Nebula palette? All right, so we're just going to go a little bit above the crease. That mirror is a little too magnified for my liking. Nobody needs to see themselves that close ever. Just work this through. Oh, you got the nostalgia. It looks so pretty. Does anybody in here have that and has used it yet? Like, I know that the Ace Beauty palettes get a little bit of a mixed review. Like, I have the Scarlet Dusk palette and I really like it. It's that kind of like, oh, like peachy, orangey pink situation. And I do really like it, but I've heard so many people say that other palettes they didn't like. They've had troubles with the mattes blending, but I haven't had an issue, so I don't know. So I'm just working this in with a Wayne Goss 17. See how like, I mean, you kind of can. The camera tonight isn't the greatest, but I feel like it's like a really it's along the same lines of rock hopper, just not as like dark and purpley, but it still has that really cool tone. So I wish it was just a little bit more on the side of neutral, but it's not my palette. I mean, this one I own, but I didn't create the thing. All right, so just working that through. I think maybe what I'll do, might as well like cut our crease a little bit, right? Why not? We're gonna live on the edge. So I'm just gonna really, really blow this out. So we've had a great day of YouTube. Let's see, I started my morning out with Kara from Beauty and the Frizz, watching her pastel roses swatches. And I was like, okay, Kelly, you don't need to hop over and buy more eyeshadows. You don't need more single eyeshadows right now, especially from a brand you're already like trying to see what you like. But that carrot cake shade that she had, I was looking at and I was like, ooh, that is really pretty. And then this afternoon, we had the Makeup Magpies. I know we've got Rupi here. And I think Betsy was on too. So Betsy and Rupi and Nadia and Stephen Ford are all doing the sort of like, will I buy it type video. And I love that it's like a collective of people because, you know, you have 4 people with really individual tastes and styles. So that was a lot of fun. And got to see Aileen's Westman Atelier video. That was a premiere. That wasn't a live, but Kara's wasn't a live either. So I like that because then we all get to like chat with each other. Hey, Kendra. So it's been a fun day. All right. So now I've got that laid down. And I think I'm going to go through with a paint pot. So I think I've asked this before, but what is everybody's favorite like crease cutting situation? Like, what do you like to use to cut your crease? I'm going to go through with soft ochre. I wish that like there was something that maybe just wasn't quite as dry, because soft ochre is a little bit dry for my mature lids, for my, what do you call it, Aileen? Experienced eyelids. I think that's what you usually say. I probably should have gone through with Painterly just so that because Painterly is a little bit more of that like cool tone, but we will make this work because this actually matches my skin tone more. And I'm not too worried about getting it like perfect, because I think I'm going to take that Cylon shade and really emphasize that like line right where the crease is. If you guys want to see some more really fun looks, I loved Millie from Bad to the Brow. She did some really pretty looks with her palette. All right, so now we'll be a little bit more sharp because Millie did she did a live and then she did at least 2 looks, or maybe it was 3 looks in another video. So she did a great job. I always love her looks. I'm like a little bit jealous of her eye shape. She's just got like the prettiest eyes. Ugh. And I've really been enjoying getting to see like just everybody and like how they go with it. It was funny the one day, you guys know Alana from Altogether Alana. I watched her and we basically used the same colors. We just flipped them. Like she did green on top, orange on the bottom, and I did orange on top and green on the bottom. It was really funny. Oh, I just about dipped into the palette. Bye, Christy. Thanks for stopping on. All right, so just whack that on. Probably should have like made it a little easier on myself and not try to do a cut crease, but nothing about this live tonight has been easy, so it's all good. All right. So now we are nice and, oh, I know Ruby has a beautiful eye shape and great eyebrows. I'm just saying. Bye, Ruby. Are you leaving now? Everybody's saying, Inara just said bye. So I don't know if you are leaving, goodbye. Okay, so we have 3 shimmer shades. So we've got the green, the purple, and the light one. So let's do, I'm going to go through with You're My Only Hope on the outer edges. Let's take that. That's this pretty one right here. And we'll do that on the outer and inner corner. Now, I'm not going to lie, I had a little bit of a struggle with these shades. So I am definitely going to be using a bit of setting mist. I probably could have used a glitter glue, but I'm thinking that since this paint pot is still fairly damp, that hopefully that will work. So if anybody has any tips, I would love to hear them, because I definitely struggled. Like I just felt like I didn't get enough impact of color. In fact, I had said to myself, I was like, okay, whatever you get for tonight's shadows, just make sure that you use it over another color. And then I didn't. So I'm just really challenging myself here. So we're just gonna lay this on the inside and the outside. The nice thing about this is I don't have to worry about any fallout. So I'm just gonna like pack this on. If you guys have this palette, do you have a favorite shade that you've been loving to play with? So when I do this, I'm gonna kind of like make it like a tornado shape. So like a little bit like, I guess, of an inverted triangle, so that that inside spot is like a tornado shape. Oh, speaking of weather, you guys, like for those of you that are in the Texas area, my heart goes out to you all. I have family. My mom and my sister are down there and have had a heck of a time of it. It's just so tragic. Like, man, Mother Nature, she can really do a doozy. I know that Betsy finally got to take a shower, has running water, like the things that we take for granted. For sure. So just packing that on. So this is working a little bit better now. I don't know, like better than, and I know you guys, because of my laptop, you won't be able to see quite as well. So I'll definitely be taking some pictures so that you can see the end result in a little bit more quality camera at the end of this. So that'll all be on Instagram. All right. Yeah, Molly, that's the truth. That's the thing. Like we are used to that, but they are not. So I feel like you know, anytime that you get that, like even like an inch of snow for that poor group of people is a lot. For us, we're like, oh, 2 feet of snow, no worries at all. All right, now I'm going to take Firefly and push that over that center little tornado. Sherry, you got Club Nebula, but you've only played with it once. Ooh, you guys, I think what we're kind of doing here is we're like almost making it look even more multi-chrome. Like we're almost creating a faux shift by blending these two together. And that is one thing that I will say about these multi-chrome and like duochrome shades is they do layer over each other pretty well. And sometimes that doesn't actually happen. Sometimes it's like a little bit of a challenge, but this is working really well. And I just wiped off that brush. I'm still just using the same brush. I like this. This is kind of like a good little spring vibe here. That's one thing that I think is going to be great about this palette is like you can wear it spring, fall, summer. Not that, you know, not that there's any rules to makeup. It's just makeup. Molly, you keep using the Firefly shade to top everything. I know, it's because it looks so good. All right, so just patting to blend those edges. Awesome. Now I'm just gonna like do the old school like lean in so you guys can see that so far. You too, only one look so far. So I used it for like 3 or 4 times in a row, and then I was like, okay, you have to put it down. And I was joking with Stephen Ford, like, I'm gonna have to do like neutral looks for a couple of days just to like balance everything back out. But I didn't. I went into the last month's BoxyCharm palette that I got, the All of You Forever from Violet Voss, which is a really nice palette, you guys. I think I'm gonna have to do like a little reel for Instagram or something with that because it is super pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to just emphasize that cut crease with this Cylon shade. So the Cylon shade is that really pretty, like plum. So good. Okay, you guys, I was secretly wishing that I would get Red Giant to play with again because when I did my look with it for the video, I did it over Rockhopper or Naru, and it just got kind of like like too purpley. I was kind of surprised actually. So I'm just going over that outer corner. I'm going to leave the inner corner and maybe just like re-emphasize it with Naru. Yeah, Rupee, Red Giant does look really, really pretty, but it just got so purple on me. So I want to play with it again because I was sort of hoping for that like kind of like more blood red. I don't know, like something a little bit more like true to red. So Sherry, from so far, I don't want to be an enabler, but so far I've done 2 looks with that palette and I really, really like it. I think I mean, I don't know what the retail cost of it is because I did get it through BoxyCharm, but if you could get it on sale and you really like those greens and like warm neutrals, because it's got more like ready like clay neutrals, and I really, really like it. So far, a thumbs up for me. Ooh, Molly's got a suggestion here. Royalty. I didn't get that one, but I bet that would be really pretty. Haylene, if you put red eyeshadow on, girl, it looks like you have red eyeshadow on. Well, actually, your eyes looking so much better. I'm so sad you guys can't see this like up close a little bit more. What if I like, oh, you guys, I mean, it's going to be a little weird, but what I'll do is I'll sign into StreamYard from my phone and then um I'll show you guys up close so that we can kind of have like a picture in picture, and I'll just like do that. That'll be good as we go through. Maybe. No, I don't want it. Robots. Okay. We'll figure that out. So then that way, this is what I can do. Why is that still on though? There we go. So here you guys can see. We just got that like cut crease. Oh, this is gonna be like the most crazy live stream ever. So I'm just taking the what is this one? This is the 14, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that edge just a little bit. Same on the other side. Yes, I did. Okay, sorry guys. I'm really struggling trying to get all of this for you. Hold on. Okay, so what is the next palette everybody has their eyes on? Because I feel like we're all just like jumping at the, or what do you call that? Chomping at the bit. Whatever that is called. Do we have one that is like on our wish list? I'm liking this so far. We're going to take just a little bit of that Naru shade and blend that seam. Just right at that cut crease. Okay, so now let's just clean this up and we will move on to our other items. Cat Liz, you don't have anything that you are wanting to get. I love that. Actually, that's amazing, right? So honestly, you guys, I have been in the mood, not necessarily to buy eyeshadow. I've been in the mood to get something new. Like I have a bunch of Ulta points to use, and I have my Sephora Rouge reward. So I wouldn't even have to spend my own money really, but I keep looking and nothing has excited me. The closest thing is that Merit brand. I wanted to try some of their cream products, but I really want to be able to like look at them in person, and I don't know if my store will be getting them in. All right, so we're gonna put away the palette for now. I'm gonna come back after we finish our face. So for primer, you guys, this was shocking because at first it was definitely leaning one way, but oh no, it ended up being 50-50. Bye, Sherry. Have a good night. So we have 50-50, the Touch and Soul, and the One Size. So I feel like, though, since I'm already really glowy, just from the stress of the situation, we'll go through with the One Size. So let me slide back and grab that. Oh, all right. I'm just going to grab a couple products as we go. So I got this in my Trend Mood box, and I was really kind of excited to try it because I don't really have that many blurring primers. So I've only used this a couple times, but so far so good. So this is a makeup magnet primer. So it's blurring and evidently supposed to be long wearing. So it just has, it's not as silicone-y as like, I think like the most blurring, like the well-known blurring primer is Professional. And so this one does not have that weird, like it might pill up on you and ruin all of your makeup kind of feel that Professional sort of has. Molly, you're liking this one. Oh, I already feel like a little more, not that I want to be matte, but I feel like a little less like rolled around with some fried chicken. I'm not normally oily, but I think I was just getting a little sweaty with the technical difficulties. So thank you to those of you that are on, sticking with me through the camera sitch. Okay, so this is the one that kept wibble wobbling back and forth. So if you guys can see, like, I'm pretty happy with this primer. Like, let me get my big old Mama Jamba mirror out here. Yeah, I mean, it looks really good, and the couple times that I've worn it, it lays really nicely under the makeup. So that's one thing for me is I find that a lot of pore filling or blurring primers, if you do too much, it can like it can just really like not look friendly. It can either pill up or just bunch up, and it's not a happy situation. Yeah, magnets and makeup. You know, it's going to be the new trend. We got CBD, we got magnets, like all of the things. So I am actually really, oh, Molly. So Molly told me that her trend mood box, oh, here we go, that this, that her trend mood box froze outside and the serum burst, right? And so you had one heck of a time. I had the same thing happen with my BoxyCharm, but everything in it seemed to be okay. Thank goodness. All right, so for the foundation, sorry, I was getting carried away. So I had the Lumen CC cream and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation stick. Now, I have used the Lumen once and I've used the Photo Focus a few times. I was looking at the brand site for Lumen and it looks like either they don't have the specific CC cream or they've just changed it because it's in different packaging now. So they still have the CC color correcting cream. So that's going to be what we use. It was 62% to 38. So again, I'm just going to slide on over here and get stuck in my chair and hop on over. Okay. So we will grab this. Now I'm hoping that I am pale enough to wear this because it is pretty light, but we're going to give it a go. So we'll just pop a little on here. This will probably actually be good because I'm feeling a little red. You guys know me, like I'm not one to usually do my brows first and then my base, but this is one that I was just like, all right, I know tonight we're not going to have a crazy ton of time, so I wanted to get them on. So just remind me not to wipe my brows off here. So I'm just gonna put this in. If you guys want to know what brush this is, I can't tell you. It's a magical unicorn rose gold brush that I saw at Walgreens or Target one day, and I was like, yep, that's got to be mine. So I think there was like a set of them, and I was like, it's a unicorn horn and it's rose gold. Is it going to work well? I don't know. Do I need to have it? Yes, I do. And actually, I really do like, I like the foundation brush the best. There were a couple shadow brushes as well. Those ones are not, they're nothing to write home about, but I use them in a pinch. So this is a little bit light for me, but I think we will be able to work with it. Thank God my little self-tan situation faded off. I had used the Isle of Paradise drops in my moisturizer, and I totally used way, way too much. Way too much. So I had a bit of that former presidential glow about myself. It was not cute for like 2 days while it wore off. I was like, okay, this is slightly embarrassing. We will be wearing sweaters for a while. I know, Monica, isn't this so cute? But I mean, seriously, the set of like 3 or 4 brushes was like $12 or something like that. It's definitely a much more firm brush than like the BK Beauty 101 or the Artis number 6 or number 7 that I have. But I do like it, especially for something like this where I really, you know, I want to get like the most coverage I can out of it because it's a little bit lighter product. So let's take a look. Now, right now, my skin, I think, yeah, we all know what I mean. I think that between hormones and stress and stuff and mask wearing, like my chin, Aileen and I both had friends come to visit at the same time. It's like, I don't know if they were going on a vacation and just decided to stay for a while or what, but it's been ridiculous. But that will be what our concealer is for. All right. I don't actually mind that. Like, it looks pretty good. It's glowy. I know you guys won't be able to see the super full effect thanks to my laptop camera, but it's pretty good. Again, I will update you guys with pics. All right. So now let's go through with some much needed concealer. They must have gotten separated while traveling. Well, I know, but I'm sure, you know, airports these days. So the next choice was between the Jouer Essential High Coverage and Born This Way Multi-Use. And everybody picked Jouer, almost everybody, 71% of people. So we'll grab that. I'm gonna just try to pull all of this stuff closer to me. Ooh, I just realized you guys are gonna get to see into my cabinet because I forgot to grab lash glue out of it. So you'll get to see the hoard, the what is it? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. You guys will get to see the man behind the curtain because all of my lash glue is in that cabinet right there. So I got this concealer probably like 6 months ago, maybe even longer than that. And at first, I wasn't super impressed with it. Like I didn't feel like it was that high coverage, but I pulled it out again because I was like, okay, this was not cheap. You really need to like use this up in some way, whether it's an eye primer or something. And I pulled it back out and I like it. I don't know what's changed, but I'm liking it. Does anybody like, I know this is one of those ones that everybody talked about and then now nobody does. But if anybody's used this, let me know your thoughts. Oh, you've never tried any Jouer? So that's the other thing. I had one of their highlighters as an option for tonight too. So I think they're really known for their highlighters, and this concealer was really popular for a while, but now I don't hear anybody talking about it. Just gonna work some of this. You guys, I don't know if it's like lack of sleep or what, but my inner corners have been so dark lately. Oh my goodness. It's probably also that I'm just like hella pale. And it's like, yeah, everything shows a little bit more when you're super, super fair. So just working that in. And I'm just using an all over shadow brush from It Cosmetics, but I've been really liking to use a small brush recently just to really like work this in. Maybe it's because it makes me feel like Katie Jane Hughes. Oh, you guys, so if you aren't as obsessed with Katie Jane Hughes as I am, I don't know why, but if if you aren't, maybe you don't know about the brush the brush collection that she's launching with Spectrum Cosmetics. I am so excited. First of all, they're this beautiful olive color, and I am going to be trying to snag those this week. They launch on Friday, and I want them so bad. Does anybody else like follow Katie a lot? Oh, Jennifer, you have the stick concealer? I didn't know that they did a stick. All right. Whew. So I feel like I'm like 7 shades lighter than my than my arms. But ooh, Liz, you have 3 reminders set. Okay, so here's the thing. I am gonna have to like apply color at work in just the right timing so that I have color applying on my guest head right at the time that I need to run on and grab those. Like it's gonna have to be just done just perfectly. All right, so if you guys can see, like now I feel like that just really balanced it out. We got rid of our little friends for the most part. We're feeling pretty good. I'm gonna go back in with the One Size setting powder. I don't like this as well as I like the primer, and I don't like it as well as I would say my other loose powders, but it gets the job done. Um, I feel like it's a bit more than what I would normally use. So I just use a really, really light hand with this. Um, so if you have like more normal or oily skin and you really enjoy a little bit more of a like a powder finish, I think you might enjoy this. I do think that it's like, you know, it has a good texture. It just is a little bit, just a little heavier on the skin, I guess I would say. And you guys know, like right now, I'm really enjoying the Charlotte Tilbury um, Flawless Finish powder. Her names of, you know, the one in the compact. We all know the one. All right, I'm not going to set out here. I'm feeling pretty good. Just kind of check in, see what's going on with you guys. Everybody's loving on Katie Jane Hughes. Yes. Oh, no, you are not the only one, Monica, because I really like that too, because it helps me get off my Danessa Myricks Twin Flames. That is like the best thing for those. I just use it for like eye makeup remover and it is like done. It is done. I'm good to go. I really like that. I always feel weird that it's gonna like get in my hair, and I don't wash my hair very often, so I don't want to get it any more oily. All right, you guys, another product that I haven't used before, and that is the Ace Beauty Bronzed in Paradise palette. You guys picked that one over the Bronzed Peach, so it's 65 to 35%. Let me grab that. So has anybody used this one? I think, you know, obviously this will have to be an eyeshadow for me. Maybe in the summer I could dust it just really, really, really lightly to like get that like ready sunburnt bronze. But these other ones are going to have to be what I use. But I like that there's like a wide variety. I feel like I'm falling out of my chair. Like I'm wearing like slightly slippery pants. So if I'm gone all of a sudden, it's because I slid right under the table. Okay. Yes, this one is in BoxyCharm. So let's start here. I have a feeling this is going to be like a little on the warm side, so we're just going to start with the lightest shade. Sorry if you guys end up hearing brush strokes in your ear because I've got my earbuds in. I don't want to get too crazy because we've obviously got like quite the dramatic eye look on, and I want to load up on that blush because I like a good blush moment. So I don't want to have too much bronzer on, but this will be good. So that shade is actually, that one's pretty good for me. I could probably go the next shade darker. And you guys right now, like I would consider myself, hey Jennifer, I would consider myself like pretty light. I'm not the lightest, but I would say I'm like in the group, the second lightest to light. I'm pretty light right now. So I do really think that I'll be able to use a few of these. Yeah, Aileen, you're probably like, more bronzer, more bronzer. Aileen, I think you like bronzer as much as I like blush. And I can tell right now on the screen, like I'm washed out a little bit more. Like you guys aren't really seeing like the true look. Oh, I wonder if I did this though. Hold on. So what I'll do is once we get a little closer to the end, I will give you guys a peek at everything using my phone camera because that'll be a little bit better. You know what would be super funny? I should have like left up my other camera because then it would have been like, oh, like then maybe it would have decided to go on all of a sudden. Okay, so feeling pretty good about that. It honestly, like, it reminds me, it kind of reminds me of like River Bronzer from Ofra, but not quite as warm. If you guys have gotten that one, that's the Samantha March collab. And that one definitely, Aileen wants to see the darker shade. Okay, for you, I will. I'll go through with this one. I'm going to take a little bit smaller brush though, because I don't need that one. I'm going to take the little Sonia G Classic Face Brush that came in the Kiyaki set. I know you think I don't have much bronzer on right now, Aileen, but I do. It's just this laptop camera is not doing it justice. Okay, the other thing. Now I'm not a huge Kardashian person, but did you guys see that Kim filed for divorce from Kanye? I just saw that on my phone in those silly like Yahoo News updates. I was like, oh, it was like what was on my phone right before I jumped on. Okay, Looking good. I am definitely, Aileen, you would be proud. I am quite bronzy. I know you probably can't see it. Okay, so now we have the Buxom Cosmetics versus the MAC Glow Play. You guys chose the Buxom 62% to 38%. So we will grab that guy. I'm going to have to use this one next. You guys, this color is so pretty. I'm going to do what you guys want because you're the boss of me, but oh, that one is so pretty. Okay, I'm going to slide off my chair here. So let's go through and let's just take a nice big fluffy brush. So this is the shade Mykonos. And I just have one of these. I know that they get really rave reviews. After I got this shade, I was like, okay, it's really pretty, but it just wasn't like, I don't know. I mean, it's really pretty, but it's, I don't know, it just doesn't blow my skirt up. Now, I will say that I feel like these last a really long time. I don't know if any of you guys have these, but and I think I'm gonna like pull some of this up into my temple a little bit. We are having a blushy moment, let me tell you. I'm gonna take just a bare brush here. Hey, Rupee. Thank you. My eye look is not quite done yet, but we're getting there. I still have one more shade to use. We got to work on that like lower lash line. I wanted to get some face on. Okay, so that's Mykonos. I do really like it. It's going to be a really good like spring summer blush for sure. I'm going to wait for the lips until the end. And we have mascara, lashes, and highlight. So let's grab the highlight. Ooh, you guys, this was neck and neck. It was Skinny Dip from Jouer and then Sweet Peach from Sydney Grace. And it was Sweet Peach when I last looked. And then I checked and it moved back to Skinny Dip. We're at Skinny Dip at 52%. So whew, that's a close one. So that's this one here. I will say when I was taking those slides for Instagram, I dug my finger into the Clinique lipstick and into this Skinny Dip, and I have not used this highlighter yet. So now it has a nice little finger dig. So you guys won't even be able to see this, but this has like that peach to gold shift. The white balance is freaking out on my laptop, but we will pop a little bit of this on. I don't think that this necessarily goes with our eye look because our eyes are so cool, but whatever. We didn't know what we were going to end up with. I tell you what, this is a shiny one. If you like yourselves a shiny highlight, you're going to enjoy this because if it shows up on my laptop, it's going to really show up in real life. Yeah, Tori, this is funny, right? Yeah, I think that they just kind of just keep doing beige, like light beige, dark beige, a beigey pink, a pinky beige. Like, I kind of make fun of Kara from Beauty and the Frizz because she is all about her KKW makeup. And I'm just like, it's all the same. It's all the same. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up this eye look and then we'll move into lips. Did I get everything else? Yes. All right. So we have to still use Nova, which we will do, but I'm going to go back in with Cylon, that dark purple shade, and we will smoke out our lower lash line and connect it into the side here where I sort of did that like line through the crease. So I'm using the Wayne Goss number 5 pencil brush. Wayne Goss's pencil brushes are so nice because they're all so soft. Like if you have a delicate eye area and you're looking for a brush that won't make you feel like really scratchy, This is a good one. So I'm going to take this through the bottom, like bottom 2/3 on both sides. And then we're going to take Naru. And what I'm doing is just connecting that line. Okay, so now that I've got that, I want like a more precise brush. So I'm going to go in with just a Luxie small angle brush, just so I can really like get that to connect. What a shame that I can't be zoomed in for you guys right now. I'm so sorry. So we'll just get this connected, and then I'm going to blend all of that out with Naru. So you guys can see, you can kind of get the effect. All right, so I'm going to go back to that Wayne Goss, and I'm just like kind of dusting that off on my lovely little makeup towel. And I'm going to soften that edge, like on the outside. Just for a bit of blur. So then I thought it would be kind of fun to use a bit of colored mascara on the lower lash line. And I had it between the blue and the wine color from ColourPop. And I don't even know when I took the screenshot. There was a lot of times that was 50-50. So we'll have to take a peek at my screenshot and see what you guys ended up picking. Okay. Just sharpening that up a little bit more. Fun, fun. Okay, one last shade. So somebody had asked, they were talking about like what kind of brushes work well to like pop really shimmery shades in the corner with control. And I really like to use a lip brush because I find that it works like a flat shader and it just like pops that color down. So we're going to take that Nova and that's what we're going to use on our inner corner. And I'm just taking this old ass crown brush. That's that's what it is. I'm not even going to wet it, but I'm just going to like lay this down on the inner corner. So this almost has that like ultraviolet feel to it. And you guys know me, I like to really pull it in. So that you get that like pop. I think that the makeup gods were preying upon me, or I was praying to them and they looked down upon me with kindness because we got shades that really go well together. But like I said, I feel like this whole palette really, this is a good one to do palette bingo with. So if you have it, I recommend doing it. Tag me on Instagram if you do a look doing makeup bingo because I think this is so much fun. Super pretty. Yay. Oh, who are we talking about? Oh, Hindash. Yeah, he's amazing. So for Nailed It, we did a Hindash look. That was the like holiday one with the cut crease. All right. So since we're putting on lashes, I'm not going to worry about curling my lashes. And I'm just going to throw a coat of this Lash Sensational on my top lashes because we're going to be throwing on falsies here. And then while my mascara dries, we can do our lip. because I always feel like I don't wait. Thank you guys so much. I feel like I do not wait long enough to put on my lashes if I do a lash, and then I end up like smudging my mascara all over the place. So I always try to like do a coat of mascara, go do something else, and then come back and put my lashes on because I am too impatient. So if you guys happen to watch my 21 questions video and I was talking about um the Maybelline mascara that I really liked, um I saw that is it not Ilia, but Nabla, the new Nabla Cosmetics mascara wand looks really interesting. And I feel like those like teeth would be exactly what I'm looking for that like look. Aileen, I do have pants on. Thank you very much. But I don't even have to get up. I'm just gonna slide my chair right over there. You little brat. In case anybody is watching the replay and doesn't get to see this smarty pants comment. By the way, for anybody who's watching and does end up watching the replay at certain points, I should have said this in the beginning, but if you ever come back to watch a live and you're watching the replay, I do always try to timestamp it as soon as I can so that if you want to get through all the chatter, you can just see what you want to see if you're just here for the makeup. Okay, so wine won. So we're going to throw wine onto our bottom lash line. It was 64 to 36%. So I want to use these ColourPop mascaras up because they probably need to go into the garbage soon. Now, I only use these on my lower lashes most of the time because honestly, the ColourPop mascaras for me, don't they just don't have a lot of impact. Like, and I'm not talking about the color, I'm just talking about the like they don't it's like they don't stick on my lashes very well. So usually I'll like throw another mascara down and then this one over the top. But I think that this wine is going to be fun for this lower lash line. This would have been cool if we'd gotten Red Giant to use. I can't remember what the blue one actually comes up pretty nice, but this wine you don't really see a lot of. But the blue I did the other day with that bright ass purple in the Celestial Divinity palette. Oh, like from Pat McGrath, obviously. Yeah, I gotta like really, really get this on. Ooh, Locke's trying to make me order some Nabla. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so now for lashes. I had the ColourPop Cosmetics Shorty Lash and the XO Beauty Shop Lash. I think it's the Prima Donna. So I really like, I've not used the ColourPop Cosmetics lashes yet, but I really love XO Beauty. That's Shan XO here on YouTube. It's her beauty brand. I like those lashes. So I'm excited to be trying something different from ColourPop. What are we? Are we talking about underwear or mascaras here? I'm so out of the loop. Hold on. Let's get some lash glue. All right. You guys are killing me. All right. So my favorite lash glue is still the House of Lashes. I really enjoy it. I think it just like, it stays all day. So we will pull these out. These are, I don't know if you guys will be able to see these. There we go. You guys can see them there. So these will be pretty fun. I'm going to pull this up in case anybody's wanting to order. Locke's giving us all discount codes here. So I'm going to pull these out and then we'll go ahead and put our lip on. And if anybody wants to stick around for the lashes, I will throw those on. I am really liking this eye look, you guys. Like it's bold, but controlled. Like I feel like it's almost like a lighter version of the third look I did in my video, but different. Yes, I did. I did miss part of this. So you'll have to tell me what it was. All right, so for lippies, I already know, I think I know which one won. It was back and forth a little bit. Yep. So we have the Power Matte Lip Paint from NARS versus the Pop Lip Color from Clinique. So I think I've talked about these before. I really like this lip formula because they are really moisturizing, really colorful, but that's not what we're using today. We're going to use the Power Matte Lip Pigment because you guys know how much I love matte lips. All right, so we got to mix this guy up. See, now I'm having FOMO about missing some of the, I missed like maybe it was like 10 minutes. I was talking to Jeremy about something. Okay, so here we go. The lips, this might not be cute, you guys. Whoa. This is pigmented. This is pigmented. This is not a put it on in the car while your fiance is driving kind of lip color. Okay, so the one thing, bye Lock Maiden, have a great night. So the thing that I like, the thing that I like and don't like, this applicator is very, very firm. But the one thing about that is it's letting me use it almost like a lip liner. How did I do? Maybe it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Bye, Aileen. Thank you so much. All right, I have to say, I really like this color. This is the shade Give It Up. This is really, really nice. Wow. Okay. All right, you guys. I mean, I'm liking this. I'm going to do the kiss test in a little bit so we can see how this wears. But so far, it's looking pretty comfortable for a matte. Like it's not like super crusty yet. I'll let you guys know. I'll update you. These lashes are pretty long, so we'll see how this goes, but I don't have time to trim them. Let's be honest. So I like that this band it's pretty thin, but it's not like wimpy. Have you guys used ColourPop lashes before? This is the only pair I've gotten, and I kind of forgot about them. I have so many lashes, and I think that you can, really get some great, like, inexpensive lashes, especially when I'm doing, like, bridal work. I don't use really expensive lashes because, chances are by the end of the night, the bride is not caring about re-wearing her lashes ever again anyway. She just wants to get them off. And so, I usually just use something like Ardell. Kiss lashes are really great too. So I just usually keep a little bit, like, not that ColourPop has pricey lashes by any means, but as the prices go up, those are just ones that I keep in my, like, that I only buy for myself. Wow, these are pretty darn easy to pop on. I struggle with my inner corner a lot because of my eye shape. But these are going on well. You guys, these are pretty and they feel super light. Okay, so just a little tip, because I don't like to wear lashes all the way into my inner corner because it never works. It pops off, pisses me off, and it just never works. I always like keep them a tiny bit out from the inner corner. But then your lash line looks a little bit sparse on the inside. So I just always take a liquid liner on the very, very inside. Let me pull one out here. We'll just grab whichever one we grab first. What do we got here? A Sephora one. So then I just take a black liquid liner and pop it in my inner corner here just to make it almost look like it blends in with the lash band. Bye, Kendra. Thank you so much. So I'm going to do it on the other side here. And then this way you just get like, I don't know, it's unfortunate you guys might not be able to see that, but now this like this black goes all the way. And so the lashes blend in a little bit better. Like it doesn't just look like my lashes stopped. All right, so let's pop on a little bit of setting mist. What shall we use? Let's go for Charlotte today. I didn't pick a setting mist, you guys, or I didn't let you guys pick. Sorry. We'll just put a little char down. All right, let's reperk our ponytail. I am liking it. I will go ahead and let's get that look back up so that you guys can see a little closer. So this way you guys will be able to see up close. Bye, Rupee. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not happy with the technical difficulties, but I'm pretty happy with this. All right. So that way you guys could see a little bit up closer since we're working on less tonight. So first of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who voted for tonight's Instagram Chooses My Makeup. Anara, thank you for the compliment on the lash application. I've been doing a lot of lash applications. I do plan on doing a tips on applying your lashes. So if you guys would like to see that video, let me know. I can do that, just like a way to sort of build up your confidence with popping on lashes. I would definitely do that for you guys, but it's just been a lot of practice like anything else. So again, thank you so much for voting. Thank you also for sticking through the technical difficulties. I'm so sorry. By next week, I'll have figured it out. We'll be back to camera, microphone, all that will be good. So again, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday night. Thank you for letting me play with Club Nebula again. I will say the next look that I do is going to have Astro in it. This is the one shade in the palette that I haven't seen, so, or that I haven't used. So thank you again, you guys, so much. I really appreciate you coming and hanging out with me tonight. That's it for tonight, and I will see you all really soon. Bye.